All too often when I'm trying to edit videos, my Mac can be really slow and glitchy. Even when I'm only editing 1080p video, it can barely handle just a few color adjustments and graphics, never mind 4K footage. This means that editing videos takes so much longer than it should do, and it's even made me stop filming in 4K just because it's painfully too slow. Let me know in the comments if you feel the same. I even considered selling my iMac and building my own PC, but I just like the workflow of Apple stuff so much, I just want to keep it. I've only ever had Apple products, so changing now would probably just slow me down anyway. Plus, I spent a lot on this computer, so it should be able to handle the tasks that I'm trying to do. Now, it's only got 8 gig of RAM, and I know RAM isn't the only factor in a computer's performance, but I thought I'd upgrade this and see what sort of a difference it does make to the performance for you guys that are interested in doing the same. What? Oh my, really? Oh, it's red hot. Right, so the Andy Cine light has turned off. It's very hot. It's overheated. I don't know if it's ran out of battery or overheated or what. Gonna be looking at this background instead of the blue one. Sorry about that. Where's my phone go? There it is. And some people have had some really good results by doing this, so I thought I'd go ahead and order these boys. It's the Crucial 32 gig memory kit from Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can go and have a look at these for yourself. Decent price. I think we'll see whether or not it's worth the price, because I'm going to show you before and after going from 8 gig of RAM to 40 gig of RAM. But before I show you the examples, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tutorials and gear reviews. I really appreciate everybody that watches the videos and subscribes and comments as well, so thank you very much. I just hope the videos help you in some way, and if you're interested in any sort of content, just give me a comment, let me know what you'd like to see from the channel. Right, let's have a look at a couple of examples of the performance with the standard 8 gig RAM installed. And here's a video I was working on the other day. It's quite a simple project really. I've just got 1080p footage. I've got one adjustment layer that's got a bit of color grade to it, and I've got a couple of animated text graphics here. So not a crazy amount of stuff going on, but I'll show you what it's like. So just scrubbing through to start with, look, it's not even keeping up. You can't even see which bit of the video I'm on. Right, it's finally caught up. I'll click somewhere again, look. As you can see, it takes a few seconds, and that gets really annoying when you're trying to edit video fast, because you just can't work like that. And I think it's down to this adjustment layer. So I'm going to turn that off and see what difference it makes. Still slow, not as bad. Scrubbing through is a little bit quicker, but all I've got on that adjustment layer, look, is Lumetri color and denoiser. That's sort of what's doing it. So if I turn that off, it should be quicker again. But yeah, denoiser, that slows things down, but I want to test that. So anyway, I've muted the adjustment layer. I'm going to play it back. So we're not dropping any frames so far each time. Okay, so that's all right. Let's try it again. See what happens when we get to the animated text. Right, press play already. Let me try it again. Play. Not bad. Let's try it with the adjustment layer on. Ready? Press play. Look at that. Good face. You can't work like that. Let's try turning off the denoiser and see what difference that makes. So that's a lot better without the denoiser. Let me just try one more thing, because I know adding grain makes a difference as well to the speed. There we go. Right, let's try that. Ready? There you go. Don't want that either. So let's just get rid of that noise. Another thing, actually, you want to make color adjustments using a third-party plugin like Colorista 4 here, I'm just going to drop that on, and let's just make a couple of tweaks. So even just trying to do that, it doesn't show you what's happening. Right, and this. There we go, let's change that orange slightly. Whoa! See, I'm trying to change this and it just takes so long to do. Right, so I've just made a slight colour adjustment, see what effect that has on the playback. What I could do obviously is change this playback resolution to half or a quarter resolution, and that should speed things up a bit, but we like to see what we're working on in full resolution, and it should be able to handle 1080 footage, so fingers crossed the upgrade makes a big difference. Look, I don't want to watch things back like that. And it's still slow on the play. Watch when I hit play. I don't want that. I need lightning speed. Right, so I'm just going to drop in some 4K footage now and see how it handles these files. Right, let's drop this into the timeline. Here we go. It's just really slow on the playback. It's not lagging, but after pressing play, oh, there we go. It's lagging now. So you don't want that. I'll show you. Let's show you Jonesy boy. Here he is. Here's the pooch. Here's the speeds for exporting a video. Pretty standard length YouTube video, 13 minutes long-ish. Right, so let's go ahead and export this. I'm exporting it as 4K file. Even though it's filmed in 1080, I'm exporting it as 4K. I'm not gonna do it now, I'm just gonna show you how long. 30 minutes just to encode it. I'm just gonna cancel it now because I don't wanna wait that long. 30 minutes just to encode it. Right, so let's do 1080 version. Export. 1080. It's saying about 9-10 minutes to encode, and obviously render time will be a lot more than that. The other day it took about 5 or 6 hours to export the whole video. They're the export times. I want to cut that time down. Right, I think we've seen enough, so let's go ahead and pop the new memory upgrade in, and we'll check back in a minute to see the difference. I've got the instructions for installing extra memory on the Apple website. So I'm going to do this properly. I'm going to follow the instructions. I've never done it before. It says obviously I've got to turn off the computer first and make sure that the components in the computer are cooled down before I do anything. So it says wait 10 minutes after shutting down to let the components cool. Right, so I guess that's step one. We'll shut down the computer and wait for it to cool down. Cedarwood, eucalyptus and lavender. Oh, it's good. Okay, after that scrumptious lunch time, it should be cooled down now. I've left it for over half an hour, so we're good to go. The instructions say, disconnect the power cord and all other cables from your computer. Place a soft, clean towel or cloth on the desk or other flat surface to prevent scratching the display. I will do that. Hold the sides of the computer and slowly lay the computer face down on the cloth or towel. Open the memory compartment door by pressing the small grey button located just above the AC power port. Here goes, hopefully something. Right, well the computer's working. Let's see if the RAM is installed. About this Mac, memory. 40 gig installed. It's worked. Quite nervous. Because what if it's exactly the same? Then what do I do? Spent 112 quid for nothing. So far, loading the project seems about the same. Moment of truth. I don't think it's not helping, is it? I'm still clicking about, scrubbing through, and it's still struggling. It's no good. So I'm trying it without the adjustment layer on here, and as you can see, it's not helping. It's just the same. Let's put the adjustment layer on. Too slow. Let's check the 4K footage, see what that's like. Right, it seems to be playing the 4K footage back smoother. Right, I've put the adjustment layer over the top of the 4K footage now, so let's see what that looks like. Nope. Exporting times then. Last little bit, 2 hours, 3 minutes. So it's worse. Great. So this was a useless exercise, although we've found out that upgrading the RAM doesn't help. Right, well I think I've had enough of that. Right, so upgrading the RAM in your iMac doesn't make much difference to the performance of your video editing. I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest. I was really hoping that was going to make a difference and speed up my editing workflow, but it hasn't. But I am pleased that I've tried it and I've figured it out, and I can share that knowledge with you so you don't waste any money trying to do the same thing. And I think one day I will actually invest in building my own PC to the specs that I want, and making sure that it performs well for video editing. I don't know what I'm going to do now though, because at the moment it's just really difficult to edit. So back to the drawing board, I suppose. Yeah, sorry about that one. Don't really know what to say other than absolutely gutted about that. Anyway, even though it was a bit disappointing, I hope you found this useful and that you watched this video before you go and invest in an upgrade for the RAM. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more gear reviews and tutorials. Yeah, really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next week. Do you like my jumper, by the way? I wasn't sure, but Beanbag said it was good, and now it's my favourite jumper. Los Angeles.